What is the Mokele-Mbembe? Roughly 66 million years ago, the Cretaceous period ended, and with it went sauropod-type dinosaurs. Sauropods had very long necks, tails, small heads, relatively speaking, of course, and four thick, pillar-like legs. They were completely enormous, even for a dinosaur, and the group includes the largest animals to have ever lived on Earth. The Cretaceous period is thought to have ended when a giant meteor struck the Earth, causing a long winter which killed off all land-based megafauna. However, in the extremely warm and humid climate of the Congo River Basin, the last living sauropod, nicknamed Mokele-Mbembe, is said to reside. The name Mokele-Mbembe translates to one who stops the flow of rivers in Lingala. In Congo River Basin mythology, the Mokele-Mbembe is portrayed as a spiritual being, as often as it is portrayed as a physical entity, similarly to how some groups of Native Americans viewed Bigfoot as a spirit of the forest. The first record of encounters by Westerners came in 1909 in Carl Hagenbeck's autobiography, Beasts and Men. He described a creature living in Rhodesia that was half hippo, half dragon. These stories were corroborated by naturalist Joseph Menges. Hagenbeck speculated it can only be some kind of dinosaur, seemingly akin to the Brontosaurus. Another contemporary of Hagenbeck's, Hans Schmongberg, reported seeing no hippos while he was living near Lake Bangweulu. Natives informed him that this was due to a hippo-killing monster that was living in the lake. While Hagenbeck's writing gave the Europeans their first introduction to the Dark Continent's dinosaur, it took a year for the Mokele-Mbembe to become famous. In 1910, the Washington Post published a story entitled Brontosaurus Still Lives, which catapulted it to Stone Age superstardom. The Mokele-Mbembe is an apex predator among apex predators. Crocodiles, hippos, and even elephants are said to be common fare for the Congo's killer cryptid. Given how much a beast of the Mokele-Mbembe's size would have to consume to maintain its mass, anything less would simply not sustain their populations. A rough climate and dangerous non-cryptid wildlife has not stopped cryptozoologists from searching for the creature. Since it was first discovered in the West, over 24 expeditions have been launched in search of the Mokele-Mbembe. Pretty much all physical descriptions of the creature seem to point towards it being some kind of brontosaurus. A few months ago, I talked about the Barunjor, a T-Rex type cryptid that roams the outback of Australia. Outside of being a purely flesh and blood creature, there are two possible explanations for surviving dinosaurs. The first is that they are some form of ghost or spirit. I don't think any of my viewers will be too surprised to learn that I believe in the paranormal, and creatures like the black shook do give precedence for ghoulish cryptid animals. This would also certainly explain its spirit-type description by the natives. The second is some form of time displacement. Multiple missing 411 cases report being transported across vast distances and even time. Humans can be infected in such a way. What's stopping dinosaurs?